Paris has a long spiritual and religious history, with a deep connection to Catholicism and its understanding of God. There are many similarities between the Bible and the Bhagavad Gita. The ultimate goal is to reconnect with God and experience eternal happiness. Srila Prabhupada visited Paris several times to bring the message of Bhakti Yoga. He gave many lectures and met with dignitaries to discuss the Vedic wisdom. It is not easy to forward spiritual concepts when most people just want to enjoy the material world.
After about a year and a half in London, which was really quite a roller coaster ride, Prabhupada wanted traveling parties to open temples in different parts of the world. And I spoke French. Well, that's pretty much the only qualification you needed to become a world missionary. There were about 6 or 8 and then 10 and then 12 of us in this teeny tiny little apartment on a street called Rue Lacaze. I don't know how we all fit in there.
I first went to Paris in 1972 when they were staying in a very small little house in a southern suburb of Paris somewhere. So that was my first time. The next time I came, they had a very influential place in Rue near the Arc de Triomphe.
And it was Sankirtan every day, just chanting. We didn't have any books. I think we probably mimeographed, photocopied in those days. It was mimeographing something to pass out to people. The word is often used surreal when describing those early days because we were totally naive. We didn't really know what we were doing. There was some spark of faith in Prabhupada. That's really all that it was.
Prabhupada had already installed deities in London, and he named them Radha Londoneshwara. And there's only these 2 places, London and Paris, where he gave that name. So it seems very significant in the sense that Prabhupada really had a high appreciation for the French, the fact that they're quite intellectually oriented. Certainly it was a big event for Srila Prabhupada, the installation of Radha Paraseshwara in such an important city, because I know it's the only other city in Europe where Prabhupada installed big deities of Radha and Krishna.
The previous temple in the eastern outskirts of Paris was a rented houses. It took us about 20 years to move from there. We bought this house because of donation, international donation. And the best property, which was one of our neighbors, wasn't for sale at the time, but it ended in negotiation for a certain amount.
The Ratha Yatra festival of Chariots has a long spiritual tradition and is described in the ancient texts of the Puranas. This annual parade now takes place in major cities all over the world. It is beyond any cultural or religious boundaries.
Ratha Yatra is a big thing, big festival. We are cooking for 5,000 people here, free meal for 5,000 people.
The French authorities considered us as a cult. In the communication with them has been positive over the years. Even the planning of the route, things like that, was not so easy at the beginning, We had to fight for places, for locations, for departure, for arrival.
I cooked a vegetable, a big vegetable, and then today it's a potatoes time. Big potatoes, like 300 kilo of potatoes cooking, Then we put the cauliflowers from yesterday, then the peas and the cheese and the cream. So we're finding some people here and there who wants to help and who know how to help a little bit. Then at the end there is a pot washer coming, because very important job, otherwise it will be a mess.
It was in 1982 that I first got involved with the Ratha Yatra festivals. From then on I was given the job of looking after the Rath cart and taking it to festivals. We're now taking the carts to about 10 festivals a year.
My role is maintaining the carts, getting it ready for all the different Ratha Yatra festivals.
So it's a very nice festival. They get a good crowd of tourists and Parisians are there. It's the longest procession we do. It's a 5-hour procession. Most of them are only 2 hours.
Is the Ratha Yatra, or the Festival of Chariots, one of your favorite?
Yeah, it certainly is. I guess right from the beginning in London, first one I went to was in 1972. This festival just brings everyone together. It's amazing. It doesn't matter who they are. It just makes you feel so happy to realize that, that really we're all the same quality. We're all brothers, really. Prabhupada himself said that this festival of Ratha Yatra, is one of the most important festivals in our movement, practically speaking.
This is wonderful. This is not just a material singing and dancing. The singing and dancing you'll see today is spiritual. It connects us, every one of us. It doesn't matter what religion we are. Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare!
Everything is there that we do. There's book distribution. People see that we're worshipping Krishna. There is prasadam distribution. We're very fortunate that Srila Prabhupada brought Ratha Yatra. We're now able to share that with everyone.
Well, the kirtan's very close to the cart, which is quite nice, because usually it's like miles ahead and you don't get to hear and see all the dancing. And there's more of an input from the outside people as well, I feel, because there's not that many devotees, but I saw a lot of the Sri Lankans actually joining in to pull the ropes and getting involved in the festivities. Of course, I love to dance and sing. That to me is one of the most wonderful things that every soul likes to do. Paris is one of my favorites. It's such an amazing city, Paris. Prabhupada said that Paris is maybe more important than London as a city. Very important city. It's the busiest tourist city in the world. And the Ratha Yatra there is such an amazing route. People are coming out the doors, out the windows, waving and laughing and smiling and taking pictures and joining in. It's a really amazing event, and it just brings all the devotees together. It's an incredible uniting festival. I just love it.
Were you happy with the festival yesterday?
Yeah, many people said that it was the best one. We really had a good time yesterday. We distributed almost 5,000 plates of prasadam. We had a large gathering. The weather was beautiful. We had some ambassadors yesterday, religious people also, religious leaders, Jews, Catholics. That helps a lot to be recognized, accepted, by the French authorities. Yesterday we had a wonderful help from the Paris city for the cleaning.
I estimate there was probably between 1,000 and 1,500 people altogether on the procession, which is more than I think they've ever had before. The end bit is always a little difficult to manoeuvre the chariot down these little streets because you've got cafes with people sitting outside coming right up to the wheels on both sides of the cart. One year I was sitting there and someone threw an apple off the top of the cart. It just landed in someone's dinner, and the wine glass went everywhere and the dinner went everywhere. But somehow they were happy. They were laughing about it.
I'm very happy that it was successful. Sometimes when we're organizing, like behind the scene, we're thinking that there are a lot of things not going on properly, but actually the best proof that it was nice, it seems to be getting better every year.
In order to expand, we should first stabilize. We're starting some Bhagavad Gita teaching a few months ago. There's a very good response to that. We do that in French, and so we want to improve this because we are a center of teaching here. But building a temple means much more finances than just for buying a property. Already this property costs 1.3 million euros, this guest house and temple facility. So if you want to build a temple, you can easily multiply by 10. We have to be very strong financially in order to start, contemplating building a temple, but we want that.
We're hopeful that Paris will again become a thriving oasis of Krishna consciousness in this very materialistic situation of the great city of Paris.